Every night, when the world became quiet and even the clocks sounded louder, Adam reached for his phone. It was always the same time, 10:12 p.m. Not because he planned it, but because his heart remembered. He opened one message, just one. "Don't forget me." 5 years had passed since the message arrived. 5 years of nights like this. 5 years of silence. 5 years of waiting, and still he read it every night. Adam used to believe time healed everything. But time didn't heal this. Time only taught him how to live with pain. He met Lily on an ordinary day. No music, no magic, just rain. She was standing at a bus stop, holding a broken umbrella. Rain soaked her hair, and she looked frustrated. Adam offered to share his umbrella. They stood close, too close for strangers. She smiled and said, "Thank you, I hate rain. But I love moments like this." That was Lily. She found beauty in small things. Their love didn't explode. It grew slowly, late night talks, long walks, quiet smiles. She loved listening more than speaking. He loved watching her think. Sometimes they sat together without saying anything, and it felt perfect. One evening, Lily became quiet. They were sitting near the river, watching the water move like it had no worries. She said softly, "Adam, if one day I disappear, would you remember me?" He laughed gently. "Why would you disappear?" She didn't answer. She only leaned her head on his shoulder. That night, she sent him a message. "Don't forget me." He replied with a smile emoji and went to sleep. He didn't know that message would change his life forever. The next day, Lily didn't reply. Adam waited 1 hour. 3 hours, 1 day, nothing. At first, he told himself she was busy. By the 3rd day, worry filled his chest. By the 7th day, fear took over. He went to her apartment. The door was locked. The lights were off, her neighbor said. She left suddenly. Ambulance came. Adam's heart stopped. Hospital after hospital, name after name, no answers. Weeks passed. Then months. Adam sent messages he knew would never be answered. "Are you okay? Please reply. I'm here." Only one message stayed. "Don't forget me." People try to help. You deserve better. She probably moved on. Stop hurting yourself. But how do you forget someone who became part of your soul? Adam didn't stop living, but he stopped dreaming. Years passed. He changed jobs, moved houses, got older. But every night at 10:12 p.m., he read the message. Sometimes he smiled, sometimes he cried. Sometimes he just stared. He imagined her somewhere in the world, alive, breathing, maybe thinking of him. On the 5th year, on a quiet autumn night, Adam almost didn't check his phone. He was tired, tired of hoping, tired of pain. That habit 1. 10:12 p.m., phone in hand. Then a notification appeared. Unknown number. His heart started racing. He answered, "Hello." A weak voice spoke slowly. "Adam, I hope this is still your number." He froze. That voice. Even after 5 years, he knew it. "Lily," she cried. "I'm sorry. I took so long." She told him everything. A serious illness. Years of treatment. Lost phone. Fear of being a burden. I thought you would forget me, she said. Adam whispered. I read your message every night. Silence. Then sobbing. They met weeks later. Adam waited at the CAF window. When she walked in, thinner, slower, different. His heart recognized her before his eyes did. She smiled. That same smile. He stood up. They hugged. Not fast. Not tight. Just long. Like two people touching after a lifetime. They talked for hours. About pain. About loneliness. About survival. Outside, the sky darkened. Before leaving, Lily asked, "Why did you wait?" Adam answered simply, "Because love stayed." Outside, under the streetlight, Adam touched her face. Carefully, as if she might disappear again. Their kiss was slow. Emotional. Not passionate. But eternal. Some love stories end. Some pause. And some wait.